Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. Got a fantastic show for you today. Gonna have a ton of fun. Talk about the NBA, talk about Major League Baseball, and we got college baseball going on too. But first off, good to see you. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there and to all the sons and husbands. Call your mama. Give her a call. She wants to hear from you. All right. Oh, man, happy Mother's Day. Seriously, all the moms out there, none of us would be anywhere where we are without the love of a mother. So give her a call. Yeah, look, Stripe said it best. Hit the like for Mother's Day. There we go. Absolutely love it. All right, let's jump into the show today. Now, before we look forward, as always, got to look back. So here's what we did yesterday. All right, kind of tried to break this thing up here so that it's a little easier to read. Tatum and Butler, threes. Got them. Three-pointers in NBA playoff games are money. Absolute money, man. Knock on wood, but doing solid. Mookie Betts, man, continues. Have a tough little stretch here. Now, the Dodgers as a whole had a tough stretch, scoring 0 runs yesterday. Speaking of runs, home runs. Aaron Judge got him. Fernando Tatis got him. Aaron Judge actually hit 2. The Padres, I think, hit 947 home runs yesterday, winning, 21-0? Yeah, there we go. Tough one there from a man, Big Brad Betts there. Colorado, San Jose over 3 did not come through, but it's all right. College baseball, we go 4-3. All right, solid. We pick up 1. Now, there we go. So we have to pick ourselves up at least 2 to tie the weekend, but we're coming to win the damn weekend. So we'll have that after this show. It'll be on demand, recorded like a minute. Get you right into it, get you all the picks. All right. So that is our recap for yesterday. Now, let's get to Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. All right, 2 NBA games today. All right, we had 2 yesterday, get 2 today. Thunder, -6.5, or the Nuggets, +6.5. Or you go with the Cavs, -5.5, or the Pacers, +5.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update, as we always do, at the end of the show. Now, Peggy said it best. First off, Peggy, good to see you. Hope everything's going well. Your mom says hit that like button now. There we go. See? Oh, absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. Double down. Good to see you, Bubba. How we doing, man? Doing okay? Good to see you. Big Wenzel. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, man. Good morning. Our man, Brad Liberati, put a few thoughts for the Truest final round in Discord. Yeah, definitely go check that out. If you're looking to bet some golf today, Brian is the man. Retired PGA professional. Knows a thing or two about getting out on the course. So, Brian, we sure do appreciate you on that one. Okay. Now, I'll tell you this. If you could, as Peggy said, Peggy, we're going to give you another love here. All right? You can hit that like button. If you're watching on your phone, just pull the screen down, hit like, pull it right back up. That easy. We won't ask you for anything else. But if you do that, makes a big difference for all of us here. Okay. All right. Let's jump into our picks for today. And again, we'll have an on-demand show right after this one. Give me about 45 minutes once all the college baseball lines and totals get put up, and we'll get it out there, okay? So let's start off here. Like I said, I'm rolling with threes here, all right? Jamal Murray, over 2.5 threes, +115. I think that he is absolutely going to need to be a big piece of what they are looking to do today. Okay. Nikola Jokic, over 2.5 threes. Our man went 0 for 10. 0 for 10. Oh, my goodness, man. Now, I'm interested to see. We'll talk about it in a second. But I'm interested to see how many he actually shoots after going 0 for 10. But being at home, yeah. I'll roll it back with the Joker. So give me over 2.5 threes, +170. And then Donovan Mitchell, over 3.5 threes at -120. No issues that we've had with Donovan Mitchell. They just have to keep going. Not saying this is a must win, but it's kind of a must win. Salvador Perez of the Royals. Now, we're going to talk about him in a second, along with Major League Baseball. He has a chance today, and I'll pull myself here on screen. There are some very juiced numbers for Salvador Perez today, and rightfully so. So I'm going to play this at 1 run, that he scores a run, all right? +105. Kyle Tucker, Cubs, all right? Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 125. And then Manny Machado. And look, low roller Canada said it best. Should light it up today. Yes, he should. Yes, he should. How does a team look after they score 20-something runs? I mean, look, we got them, the Reds, the Yankees. There were so many runs yesterday, weren't there? Oh, dude, it was nice. That's what was so surprising with the Dodgers. To get nothing there. But yeah, Manny Machado, again, you think Salvador Perez numbers were juiced. Manny Machado's I think his over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs was like minus 160. I don't know what it was. Something crazy. But we're gonna take it for an RBI. All right, we're gonna take it for an RBI. So those are our picks for today. We'll get back to those here in just 1 minute. Let's see. Man, Action said Jokic got to knock these down this time. Dude, no kidding, right? Going over 10. I've never seen anything like that. And he was so frustrated too. He kept shooting them. Tigers for the sweep today and under. All right, Justin, there we go. There we go. I like it. Scott, my man, good to see you, buddy. Said happy Mother's Day here. My man, the Cyclone, Iowa State, good call yesterday. The Yankees, Dave. Yeah, dude, there were runs all over the board, man. All over the board. Okay. So let's jump into the NBA here. And Big Vincent, what's up, baby? How we doing? Very good to see you. Scott, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Big Raymond already jumping on it. Pacers for the win. Raymond, first off, good to see you, buddy. And second, yeah, let's jump right into it, man. Let's talk NBA. So I'll pull this up here on the screen. So these are the games that we have today. But real quick, I would just love your thoughts. You know, how did you feel about yesterday? First game, Celtics and the Knicks. Celtics, we talked about it, an absolute must win. What did they end up with? I think they ended up winning by like 20, something around there. Vintage game, right? Jason Tatum kind of started slow, and then he took off, right? You know, we saw it across the board, you know, with that team and their shooting, that was a full Celtics experience. Yeah, that was a big one. Again, you know, if you're a Knicks fan, I mean, I think any Knicks fan going into that game, being honest, like not thinking like, hey, we're gonna lose today, right? Like, I'm not saying that, but saying if there were a game that the Celtics were gonna give you everything, it was that. I mean, it was a must win for them, right? And then last night, dude, the Timberwolves end up beating the Warriors by 5, right? So it was right there, you know, at the spread. I'll be honest, the Warriors muddied that game up, and I mean that in a good way. Like I think that was their plan of attack, and I mean, hell, they were leading the game there for a while. Jimmy Butler, I don't think he had a single point in the last 8 minutes, and not that he was bad. I mean, he ended up coming through on threes again for us. I think he hit what? He hit 3, maybe 2. Maybe it was 3. I don't know. No, sorry. Yeah, it was 2. But anyways, like I got to give the Warriors credit. They played better than I thought that game would be. You know what I mean? Big Cheesy. Yeah, first off, good to see you, buddy. Hope everything's well. Second, happy Mother's Day to all the great moms out there. 100%. 100%. Sons, dads, we're dummies. All right. Mamas keep this thing together. Absolutely. So yeah, happy Mother's Day to all out there. But yeah, drop your thoughts if you had anything, you know, big that stood out from the NBA games last night, or Major League Baseball, or anything really. Let me know. Okay, now let's jump into the NBA today. So, all right, I'll tell you what. Hang tight 1 second. Let me bring this up here. My man, Big Brian Blade. And hey, I appreciate the kind words, man, on Twitter. And like I said, dude, feel free, please, plug, you know, all the matches, events, everything that you have going. That's what this is for, man. And I say this to everybody, right? Like, if you have, you know, big time events, things like that you are doing, yeah, drop them in, or you know, promoting like your brand or your site, whatever, right? Like that's what this whole thing is about, man. Is doing it all together. So. Yeah. Now, as Brian was saying, I know we're talking to me now, but I like Birmingham and St. Louis. money line parlay in the UFL today. I love it. Well, let me say, I love it because you said it. I don't know too terribly much, so I'm not going to to drop any comments like I ride with you. You know what I mean? So Birmingham St. Louis money line parlay minus 105. Sweet, man. I love it. Thank you. But yeah, man, please keep dropping those in. You, anybody else, right? You got the beat on it, man. Let us know. Big Cheese, I hope you have a good day, my guy. Let's have a day. Man, back to you, my boy. Let's have a day indeed. Okay, so NBA today. All right, got 2 games, same times that we had yesterday. All right, first one, 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central. We have the Thunder at the Nuggets. The Nuggets lead 2-1. All right, Thunder 6.5-point favorite. Total of 227.5. So okay. What do we think here? This one's tough. All right. Double Down said, how about California Wagers UTSA to win conference 21? Yes, it was, wasn't it? Dude, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Greg on that one. That was a nice 20-1 payout. You're exactly right. I love it, dude. He crushed that one. Yep. Good call. All right. So what do we do with this? Nuggets at home, up 2-1. All right. This isn't a must win for the Thunder, but I mean, it's the playoffs. Like every game is pretty much a must win, right? You know what? I think Rick. All right. So first off, my boy Rick Fun Cannon Jr., one of the best names of all time. If the Thunder win, they're going to cover. I completely agree with that. I think if you were going to get a Thunder game, all right, and here's the interesting part with them too, is that they can clearly score, like no question. But they can play defense too. And I know that I'm not saying anything, prophetic or anything that, didn't know. I think that you're going to get the full onslaught of Thunder offense today. But Japan says it right here. OKC has shown they can't close the game. I agree. And Denver has shown that they can clearly close a game and steal games. I think if I don't have a bet on it, but it's hard for me to not take Nuggets plus 6.5. It's tough. Now, if you think the Nuggets are going to win, that plus 225 money line is enticing. Absolutely enticing. Mario, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Purple Hawk, Duster Bowlers don't want anything to do with late game spots. Nope. My man Patrick said going Nuggets plus 9.5 with Cavs. But all right, that's a great play. Patrick might be spot on with that. That might be the look. 9.5 is a great number to move that to. You know what? I don't know what the juice on that is. Is it even? But dude, that's a good look. What do you guys think? Drop in the chat. Because I like manipulating that number here. Because again, I do think you are going to get offense. Both sides. I think Jokic is going to be a madman. Cheesy said, Nuggets Pacers parlay could help pay my kids' tuitions, right? I mean, it is hard for me not to roll Nuggets 6.5. It's really like I love the way that Patrick's thinking. Japan says Nikola Jokic triple double to be in play after the yes. I think so. On a triple double, like, oh wow, plus 136. All right, and that is Nuggets plus 9.5 and Cavs money line, correct? Dude, that's a good look, buddy. Great job there. Action Jackson said Denver second half plus 124. Whether or not August coverage depends on how big of a blow the Thunder hit the Nuggets with in the front. Yep. That's a good look, too. That's a real good look. Okay, and all right, let me bring something up too. In anybody that's betting quarters and halves, right? You're going to be more intelligent on this than I am. So that's why I asked the question. I mean, we've noticed, right? Like first quarters have had points throughout the playoffs, not just this game. But same deal. I feel like second quarters are the Sahara Desert. I mean, it feels like every second quarter of every NBA playoff game, the points just die. I don't know. It's just my thoughts. If anybody out there, bets quarters, yeah, I'm asking because it's just what it feels like. But the numbers could be super low on second quarters as well. So I don't want to say like just go play it, not knowing a number. But all right. So keep dropping your thoughts there on game one. We'll jump to game two. Cavaliers at the Pacers. Okay. Morning, TJ. Good to see you, buddy. Cavaliers at the Pacers. All right. Pacers lead 2-1. Cavs 5.5 point favorite. Total of 230 and a half. Albie. Right? Oh, that's funny. What do we do with this? All right. So the Cavs came out game 3, must win, handle business. I think you're going to get the same approach. But do you go 5.5? All right. Totals, folks. Is this okay? I think this is going to be an under game, just based on that number. I'm not saying like there's not going to be points. Just 230.5, and I know that both these teams can score. Like I think that 225 said it. Donovan Mitchell, hell yeah. I agree. I think Donovan Mitchell is going to be Donovan Mitchell, right? And I think that he's got that same approach that Jason Tatum does. Like we talked about it yesterday. Tatum has absolutely no issue with going into your house and letting you know about it. I actually think that they prefer it. I think Donovan Mitchell's gonna go off. Yeah, Roger, great question, dude. Are the Pacers guards gonna play that bad again? Right? Like, I mean, part of that is Donovan, but I mean, you're right. I don't know. I if I had to pick between the four, right, -5.5 plus 5.5, 230.5 over under. I feel like under, but I'm not coming out with it. Like it's just my thoughts here. What do you think? Like, where would you go if you had to choose one of those four? I mean, I think we're gonna get points. Like I'm playing a number, right? Like, all things considered. Man, going back to Patrick's parlay, like Nuggets plus 9.5 and moving that total up to play under could be something. But again, I'm just thinking out loud here. Uh, I'm fascinated with this game. If you have any good thoughts here, drop them in. Side said Cavs first half team total has been pretty profitable. That makes sense, right? I mean, they come out aggressive, and they're gonna. There's no reason not to be as aggressive in game 4 as they were in game 3. Like I would expect that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep dropping them in the chat. Let me know what you think. We'll jump to baseball here. But yeah, I'm fascinated with your thoughts here. All right, let me get the picks back up for anybody who may have came in just a little bit late. Jamal Murray over 2.5 threes, plus 115. Nikola Jokic, I'm believing in the big fella. Went over 10 in game 3. I'm going to go Jokic over 2.5 threes, plus 170. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 threes, minus 120. I think you're going to get. I think same thing we said about Tatum yesterday. I think you're going to get that same from Mitchell. Like 225 said it, right? Mitchell 30 plus. Like, I agree. Like I'm going to play threes, but I think that like any metric, like if you want to play points, 225. I agree with that, right? Like it's one of those to where like any metric, that you want to play with Mitchell, I think today is pretty good. Um, with that one. Bailey, good morning, buddy. Good to see you, man. Yeah, how's it going? And you don't have to, write it in here, but know that you had some issues, with the hacking. Is it getting cleared up? Let me know. Cortez, but dude, what's up? Dude, Jimmy Butler can shoot, man. Like, I don't know if any other shows are rolling Jimmy Butler threes, but knock on wood, man. Like, dude, solid. Solid. All right. Salvador Perez of the Royals. 1+ run, plus 105. His numbers are juiced, and I'm about to show you why. Kyle Tucker over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 125. And then Manny Machado, the Padres. 1+ RBI, minus 120. His numbers are insanely juiced. And I'm going to show you why on that one as well. Okay. So here we go. Our favorite part of the show, home runs. Look at your boy Machado there. Look at those Padres unis are clean. Clean. All right, Shohei Ohtani, plus 230. Tyler O'Neill of the Orioles, plus 230. Manny Machado, plus 265. Jorge Soler, he come back strong, plus 330. Salvador Perez of the Royals, plus 400. So, drop in the chat where you are going. Big Obby, going Machado. Yeah, I feel you on that. Cheesy Perez. Yeah, I kind of think so too. Oh yeah, tuck, dude. Hey, I saw you write it in there. I think we're gonna have a day for sure. Colors of fair better today. I got raked. Yesterday was wild. We'll talk about that in just 1 second. Yeah, dude. Cycle, I think Tucker hits a homer going off the board. I agree with you. I am all over Tucker today. Look, I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? I'm going Salvador Perez. I want to go Machado. He could get walked. Manny Machado for walks today could be solid. Ohtani's got a great spot here too. I mean, all these guys do. Tyler O'Neill's got a great spot. I'm gonna go. I'll go Salvador Perez. Yeah, I'm gonna go 400. Raymond says Schwarbaum and Ohtani. Feel you there. Hey, what about Bryce Harper getting one yesterday? Finally got him a bomb. Shohei plus 230 for a home run is honestly good. It really is. Like Aaron Judge is in the ones again, and he hit 2 yesterday. Freddie Freeman is not a bad look today either. And Mookie Betts is friggin' due for some. Mookie Betts is so overdue for a home run. Like he's just so over freaking due. Now again, doesn't mean bet it. No pun intended. But yeah. My man, Doug said I'm tired for president. He's awesome, man. He seems like a good dude too. Scott, my boy, said Jorge Soler energy. Yes, absolutely. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go Salvador Perez. Keep dropping in the chat. Where are you going? All right, so let's jump into weather for today. Justin, oh, that's funny. There's one coming soon. I'll tell you that. All right, weather today. Brewers of the Rays. Now we've been riding weather down in Tampa. Well, down at George M. Steinbrenner Field. I mean, Here's the deal. Temperature, low 80s. Feels like high 80s. So you got your humidity there. And the reason being is you see the precipitation chances 17%, 21%, 23%. Again, not terribly bad, in terms of the rain. Now, the wind is not necessarily helping you. Yeah, like this one, I don't know what to do with this because you got a lot of humidity, man. And right-handed pull hitters are gonna have chances. Low roller in Tampa Bay, last 2 games were unders. You're right. Good call. Good call. Yeah, this one's tough. I was just in Tampa, literally just got back. Feels more like the 90s. Absolutely, right? That's that humidity, dude. It's sitting there. Absolutely sitting there. Um, th- Let me say, like what Low Roller said with the unders is correct, obviously. Um, this game, damn, this one's hard. This game could have 3 runs, or this game could have 15 runs. Like, look, I'll leave it there. The opportunity is with this one, but we'll see. Giants and the Twins. Uh, Low 80s, low to mid 80s, temperature wise. All right. Humidity feels like mid 70s. So not much humidity here. But look at the wind, 15 miles an hour, blowing to left field. Again, you got right-handed pull hitters. This is your game. Now, the weather is nothing crazy, but it's just good. It's just good baseball. This is great. Actually, this is perfect baseball weather. Yeah, there. If you like any right-handed dudes in this game that pull, now, not saying that lefties can't. I mean, these are major league hitters, right? But they've got shots today, man. There could be some runs in this game. Padres and the Rockies. All right, let's get back to it. Again, low 80s. All right, feels like mid 70s, which is great for that elevation. I mean, that's huge. Huge. I know it doesn't seem it, but that's great. And wind, 6 miles an hour, blowing out to left field. I don't know if there's going to be 21 runs scored, but there are going to be some runs scored this game. There's going to be some runs scored, Padres, Rockies. Look at this. Yankees and the A's. All right. Temperature mid 70s. Feels like mid 60s. So you don't have a ton of humidity, which is normal for being out there. No wind, or I'm sorry, no rain. But look at the wind. Look at this wind, man. 14, 15 miles an hour blowing straight out. Straight out. This could be legit. Just said, what site is this? Swishanalytics.com. Give them love for sure. There you go. Now, you have to change the date, but just swishanalytics.com. You see it right there. Give them love. They're absolutely fantastic. And for anybody that might be new, the reason why we talk about weather in baseball is because it friggin' matters. All right. And we talk about humidity. Every 10% increase in humidity above 55% results in roughly an additional 10 to 15 feet of carry. So there you go. Now, in this game particularly, not a ton of humidity. But again, this is great. I mean, this is perfect baseball weather. Absolutely perfect. Orioles and the Angels. This is great weather too. All right, mid 80s. Feels like low 80s. So you got humidity down there in Anaheim. No rain, 7 miles an hour, blowing out. Yeah. Jorge Soler could be a day. Look, and the Orioles, I mean, they got hitters everywhere. Now, they have trouble scoring runs, but they do have trouble hitting. Big Mario said, Semper Fi, Devil Dogs. Absolutely. All the Marines out there. Absolutely, Mario. Yeah, like, okay, so Roller, you bring up a good point here, right? So the Orioles are such a weird team, man, because they'll get dudes on and they have chances. They just can't convert the runs, man. It's brutal. But I'm with you there. Like I'm an Orioles fan, man. I would be frustrated. Cheesy gonna be at the game today. I'll be there. Judge might hit one in Tahoe. Yeah, he might, dude. 100% this. They're 9 individuals hitting instead of a team. If they go look and see what Vanderbilt did yesterday to Tennessee, Vanderbilt did exactly what we've been talking about. They converted every single hit into a run yesterday. Small ball, good contact, right? Don't have to hit bombs. Your goal, number 1, get runners on base. Billy Bean. Number 2, move those runners and convert them to runs. I mean, that's the name of the game. Now, you're not going to convert every hit into a run, right? But like Tim Corbin, Vanderbilt's coach, he's one of the best college to do it. And he absolutely understands, man. Like, you got 120 years of baseball sample size, right? Move your runners, man. Move them around. All right, so that's the Orioles and the Angels. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Look at this weather. And again, I understand there's retractable roof into play here, so you have to kind of cut and sacrifice a little of these numbers. But again, 103 degrees feels like mid 90s. I don't care what kind of roof you have on there. Go open your door in your house with the air at 66. Tell me when you start to feel that warmth. All right. No rain. Wind. Again, I mean, you got a retractable roof, but and especially the Dodgers coming off. Yeah. Peggy, AB, it's a dry heat. Yeah, you're right there. You're definitely right there. Like, I'm so fascinated with this game, and I'll tell you why. Like, Sundays in Major League Baseball, always be careful. Keep this with you. Always be careful on Sundays, because this is generally when most teams have series that are ending. All right. So it's a travel day for a lot of teams, whether they're on the road and going to another road series for tomorrow, on the road going home, at home. You get what I'm saying. Sundays are a day when star players that if they've been going for a while, game after game after game, you could get pinch hit on, and especially if the team gets up. So be careful. Yeah, Cheesy said it best. Wednesdays and Sundays, be careful. But that said, the Dodgers coming off a game where they scored 0 runs. I mean, that didn't happen often. They usually bounce back. And look, the Diamondbacks been mashing too. Corbin Carroll handled his business and more, right? So, yeah, great weather there. All right, let's take a look at our hitter versus pitcher historicals today. Salvador Perez, look at that. 5 bombs off Giolito. 16 hits, 37 at bats. Travis Deneau off Zach Eflin. 3 home runs, 7 hits, 22 at bats. Tyler O'Neill against Tyler Anderson. Only 5 at bats historically. 3 hits, 2 of them home runs. Kyle Tucker. And if you see the blue check mark, that means that they are confirmed to be playing in the game. Kyle Tucker against Griffin Canning. 15 at bats, 4 hits, 2 home runs. Freddie Freeman off Gallen. 23 at bats, 5 hits, 2 home runs. All right. Jake Cronenworth, the Padres, off Marquez. 6 hits, 19 at bats, 2 home runs. And keep going down the list. Francisco Lindor, you see him? 12 hits, 33 at bats. Solid. Dude. Yeah. Perez, yes. Dude, exactly, right? Yeah. Absolutely all over him. Salvador Perez also might be good for a walk today. If you want to steal one and have a little insurance there. Kyle Schwarber, all right. 1 hit off 5 at bats. Juan Soto, 1 hit, 4 at bats. Brett Rooker, yard to say 1 hit off 4 at bats, that being a home run. Yeah. Cheesy. Hey, good to see you soon, buddy. Have a fun time at the game, man. Happy Mother's Day indeed. Liddy said it. Yeah. James Outman, right? Your boy. Oh, man. All right, let's flip it over here. All right, so let's invert it in terms of home runs, but again, doesn't mean that we're fading. Just looking at other ways to bet him. Gleyber Torres against Eovaldi, 11 hits, 49 at bats. Jorge Polanco, 7 hits, 10 at bats. Good eye there. Will Smith, 6-21. Marte, 5-16. Yeah, keep going on the list, man. Xander Bogaerts. See a lot of Padres popping up here. 4 of 8 off Marquez. Taylor Ward, 4 of 9. Yeah. Seen a lot of Dodgers. Seen a lot of Padres. Yeah. Yeah, just keep an eye there. All right. Hitting streaks. Freddie Freeman is gone. J.P. Crawford is gone. Manny Machado leading MLB. Him, Jake Myers, Victor Scott, Brendan Donovan. 10 straight games with a hit. Look at Trey Turner. Keep showing up. 9 straight games with a hit. James Wood, 9 straight games. Jordan Beck, 9 straight games. Diaz, all right, at 8. Shohei Ohtani, popping up there, 8 straight games with a hit. Jacob Wilson, saw his name in the chat popping up, 7 straight games with a hit. Andy Pages keeps going, 7 straight games. Corey Seager, Rangers, 6 straight. Cody Bellinger, 6 straight. Christian Walker popping up, 6 straight. There you go. There you go. Manny Machado's minus 500 to get a hit today. Yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. All right. I think that's all that we have. Yep, it is. All right. Let me pull up the picks one more time, and then we'll jump out of here so that I'll go ahead and jump on college baseball and get that show for you. So starting off, Jamal Murray over 2.5 threes, plus 115. Jokic over 2.5 threes, plus 170. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 threes, minus 120. Salvador Perez, 1+ run at plus 105. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Perez, dude, his numbers were juiced, man. I think he scores a run today, plus 105. And that helps us out, too, if he ends up catching some walks, right? And somebody drives him in. So plus 105. Kyle Tucker, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 125. And Manny Machado, plus or 1+ RBI. Yeah, I mean, look, Machado, his numbers were crazy juiced. 1+ RBI at minus 120. And I like the fact that we have Tatis, obviously, that hits in front of him. A couple spots in the lineup. That helps too. Get some guys on base, man. So we'll take Machado 1+ RBI at minus 120. All right, let me pull up the Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Sorry, I got to pull this on my phone here. Thunder minus 6.5. Nuggets plus 6.5. Cavs minus 5.5. And Pacers plus 5.5. You have chosen the Thunder minus 6.5, 37%. Nuggets plus 6.5, second place, 26%. Cavs minus 5.5, 19%. Pacers plus 5.5, 18%. So the crew's chosen the Thunder minus 6.5 as your choice. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like I said, we jump out of here. We'll go get on college baseball. Generally, 11:30, 11:45 Eastern is when we get all of them in. So give me just a minute. But, yeah, get after it. Can't thank you all enough. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Call your mama. Let her know that you love her. All right, everybody. Best of luck. Cash these tickets, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Who's got it better than us? No!